So the market's at record highs, but there's always a cloud on the horizon. We got the deadline for U.S. government funding and the U.S. government shocking the tech industry with these massive fees, $100,000 US for future H-1B visas. Let's get more from Andrew Vuk, investment advisor at the Waterfront Group at Wellington-Altus Private Wealth. Great to see you. Thanks very much for coming on the show. What in particular is lifting stocks again today, if you could single something out?
Well, to your earlier comments there, Andrew, thank you for having me first and foremost. But I think it's really twofold. The fact that we had the interest rate cuts by the Fed more notably, and also Canada last week. You also have this massive $100 billion deal between NVIDIA and OpenAI, which are giving markets a boost because prior to that big NVIDIA deal coming out, we saw markets trading lower to start the day on this H-1B surprise that Trump and the administration had released late last night. So some support coming here with NVIDIA's deep pockets, and I don't find it too surprising, quite frankly. And the fact is, NVIDIA's got to figure out a way to keep with their growth trajectory. So good to see that they're making use of their deep pockets here with the OpenAI deal. But that $100,000 H-1B is definitely going to ruffle quite a few feathers in the tech and financial market.
Just to go back to NVIDIA, it seems a little circular to me. They're putting billions into OpenAI, but part of the deal is that OpenAI will buy NVIDIA equipment. There seems to be something a little recursive about that deal. For
sure. And I mean, rubbing each other's backs. And even more interestingly than that is the fact that OpenAI was the, thought to be the mystery Broadcom $10 billion customer that was announced 2 weeks ago. So when I looked at this, I kind of scratched my head and I thought, is there a little bit of cannibalization going on here in the industry? I mean, signs of, the 2000s and the tech bubble where you're seeing this consolidation and this rapid hurry for some of these larger, let's call them mega tech, Mag 7, Mag 8 companies to make worthwhile investments. So it's great. I don't know how OpenAI is going to work so closely between two competitors. That remains to be seen, and it will be interesting as that kind of unfolds here and this 10 gigawatt server center is built out.
Talk to us a bit about this $100,000 fee that's going to go apparently on new H-1B visas, but it caused consternation over the weekend. Apparently big tech companies were telling their workers, get back to America as quickly as you can, for example.
And I think that's probably a worthwhile reaction. You look, and Amazon, I believe, has the most H-1Bs last year. The number was around 14,000, 15,000.
Wow.
But there's also massive players, Microsoft, financial companies. So for so long, U.S. innovation has relied in the financial sector and the tech sector quite heavily on international expertise and immigration. And I think this could be, unfortunately, a door opening for international equity markets, to continue their dominance over the U.S. because if you don't have these workers coming in, I mean, look no further than OpenAI CEO. He just came out an hour ago and said, you've really got to, think this through. And Amazon CEO is making a trip to the White House this week. So it's some cause for concern in terms of getting these skilled individuals at a time when this AI race is in full force.
I mean, I guess American innovation has long been fueled by immigrants. I mean, it's a nation of immigrants. It is incredible, though, that they become so reliant that their own educational system isn't able to produce the people that their industry needs.
And I mean, interesting to your point there, Andrew, and you've got some of the best Ivy League schools in the world. I think it's the individuals that you're looking for in finance and tech and in engineering, there's not enough of them in America. That's the problem, right? Like these multinational American corporations are so large and need so much labor that you just can't find it on shore. So I don't think it's anything to knock on the American education system. I just think, the US has led in global dominance in the tech sector for 3 decades. And as such, you kind of need skills and qualified people from all over the world.
You have a portfolio idea for us. It's an ETF called RSP. It trades in New York, and it's an equal weight S&P 500 ETF. Now, we're looking at it there 1 year. It has lagged the S&P 500 over the past year, but I guess the beauty is it doesn't have that massive concentration.
And that's exactly right. And in Canada, its sister is EQL, is the ticker, the RSP that you've probably got up on the screen for viewers, is a lot longer of track record. Now, we've been studying this divergence between the broad-weighted market cap S&P 500 and its equal weight partner, and it's at a 2-decade wide divergence in terms of earnings and future PE prospects. So now is a better time than ever, as you had mentioned, in our opinions. Try to stay a little bit away from tech. I mean, a lot of our customers and a lot of viewers are probably overweight in that space. So where can we buy the other 492 names that aren't a part of this Mag 7 or Mag 8 and have not caught up yet? So really hoping that gap closes, because history tells us that it typically does over the course of a couple years, when the divergence is this wide.
Give us your view on gold before we let you go. If clients come to you saying, we want more gold, what do you tell them?
Well, and we were on the show about a month ago, and we had said, we thought gold put in a pretty good floor at 3,300, and now we've got it probably in good probability of touching the $4,000 per ounce level. So still think it's a great inflation hedge. I mean, if you are worried, and if you look, gold is up 36% year to date, so is Nvidia. So it goes to show kind of the market that we're in, where if you want a little bit of safety, stability, and protect against inflation, we're certainly keeping a very close, watchful eye on precious metals.
Andrew John, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much for having me, Andrew.
Andrew Vuk, investment advisor at the Waterfront Group at Wellington-Altus Private Wealth.